welcome to another Slider Games Warhammer 40,000 Battle Report. Today we have a 1350 point matchup between T'au and Tyranids. The T'au have recently secured this formerly Agro World I should say, from the Imperial forces. But unfortunately a hive fleet has shown up to consume the now vulnerable biomass. So today we are doing open war. And we have, for our mission, standoff. There is an objective in the center of the battlefield, and then one in each deployment zone, which there's one down there. Our deployment zone is pretty interesting, especially considering Tyranids probably want to get in my face. We have long edges. Deployment zones actually touch in the middle where that objective is. And then our twist is called Champion. Before the battle, each player selects one character model or one model with a wounds characteristic of 9 or less from their army to be their champion. Increase that model's strength and toughness characteristic by 1 and its attacks and wounds characteristic by 2. That should be pretty interesting here for our Tyranids. I'm not sure how much it'll help the T'au, but somebody will be more survivable at least. And in control of the Tyranids, Austin. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
Great. Not too bad. Thanks for coming back. Yeah. Last time you had some Imperial Guard, some Catachan, but now you are Tyranids, and Tyranids they were your first army, is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. And your models have been, as you described them, a labor of love, is that true?
Yeah, they don't look the best, but they've been stripped about twice already, the entire army.
Yeah.
So
painted, stripped, and painted again. But they are here to wreak havoc on the T'au's newly claimed territory. So let's go ahead and take a look at the armies. This is Su'nars, my custom T'au Sept. They do follow the T'au Sept tenet, so they hit on 5s when firing Overwatch. Leading this cadre today, we have Brave Stand, my crisis commander. He has 3 missile pods and an ATS, so he gets an additional AP -1 with those missile pods. Then we have a Cadre Fireblade for the next HQ. He just has a marker light and a pulse rifle. His special thing is called volley fire, so any pulse rifles, or pulse carbines, or pulse pistols from units within 6 inches of him, which would be these fire warriors back here, fire an extra shot when firing within half range. He is accompanied by 2 marker drones, Brave Stand accompanied by 2 shield drones. Next in our battalion detachment, we have 4 5-man squads of fire warriors with pulse rifles, and 2 squads have 2 gun drones which have the pulse carbines. Then over here in elites, we've got 2 identical squads of stealth suits. The Shah's Vrays have fusion blasters. The other 2 in each squad of 3 have burst cannons with ATS, so burst cannons with -1 AP, and then each of those units are accompanied by 2 gun drones as well. Jumping to the back, we've got 2 hammerheads. On the right, that one is what you would know as Long Strike if this was an actual T'au Sept, but just an unnamed tank ace. He does have an ability that gives +1 to hit for all hammerhead units within 6 inches of him, so these 2 guys will probably hang out together, benefiting from his boost. Both are equipped with ion cannons and smart missiles, and they each also do have a seeker missile as well, one-time use missile. And finally, we have 2 broadside battle suits, one on the left there with high yield missile pod and smart missiles, 2 shield drones. He also has an ATS, so additional AP -1 on those missiles. And then the other one there with the heavy rail rifle has actually been converted to a prototype Magna rail rifle, so that will boost its stats. And he also has 2 shield drones and some smart missiles. So yeah, that is the force. This is 1350 point battalion of the Su'nars Sept. Let's take a look at the Tyranids. Here we are with Hive Fleet Typhon. This is 1,350 points exactly. It's a battalion detachment. Austin, why don't you tell me a little bit about your force?
okay. Well, first off, my Hive Fleet is Hive Fleet Typhon. They will be running hypermetabolic acceleration, so I get to re-roll advanced rolls. And they also have biometallic cysts, so all of my siding talons have an additional -1 AP.
Oh, nice.
So, starting with the HQs, back here with my Flying Hive Tyrant, he is running double monstrous siding talons. He is also going to be my Warlord. He is not taking a Warlord trait. Instead, he is taking Adaptive Physiology. He is going to be taking Dermic Symbiosis, which allows him to have his wounds bracket counted as doubled. He also has a Relic Resonance Barb, so it allows him to cast an additional Psychic Power and deny an additional Psychic Power.
Nice.
And add 1 to Psychic tests. He will be taking Catalyst and Paroxysm, and also Smite, of course. And then down here, we have my Tyranid Warrior. He will be taking double Siding Talon and Death Spitter. Nothing else added to him. And then we have my Swarm Lord, who's going to be my champion for the battle.
Oh, yeah.
He's also going to take Onslaught and the Horror for his psychic abilities.
Very cool.
On the trip choices, to accompany my Tyranid Prime, we have a unit of 8 warriors. They all have Siding Talons and 2 Venom Cannons on 2 of them, and then Death Spitters on the rest.
Cool.
And I also paid a command point to give them Adaptive Physiology, and they will be taking an Enhanced Resistance, so they ignore AP -1 and 2.
That's awesome.
Then, for the rest of the troops, we have a unit of 20 Hormagaunts and a unit of 20 Termagants with Devourers. On to Elites, we have a unit of 3 Zoanthropes. They have Catalyst and Smite. And then we have a Lictor, who will be Deep Striking.
Nice.
And then last but not least, we have not Tyranid Prime, a Trigon Prime with a Biostatic Rattle.
Very cool. Very cool. The Swarm Lord is the champion, +2 wounds, +2 attacks, +1 strength, +1 toughness.
Yeah.
He is going to be a beast out there on the battlefield.
He's already gross. He's going to be even grosser.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, sounds awesome. Hive Fleet Typhon invading the newly claimed T'au planet. Let's take a look at deployment. We are here after deployment. We've got a pretty good spread across the battlefield. T'au, we have our 2 tanks over here with a 4 deployed stealth team and 1 squad of fire warriors to help control this flank. Honestly, I just wanted to split my tanks up from the rest of my force just so if charges occur, all of my shooting isn't tied up at once. So over here, yeah, huge castle. Slightly forward deployment from this stealth team, just a couple inches outside the deployment zone. I really just wanted to reinforce this objective because it is worth 3 points to the Tyranids. And as you can see, there is a lot of pretty big Tyranid presence bearing down in this position. And the 2 broadsides over here with the Warlord, who is also my champion. I forgot to mention that. So +1 strength and toughness, putting up to strength 6, toughness 6, 2 additional wounds, 2 additional attacks, which hopefully won't come into play because if I'm in melee with him, it's bad news. But yeah, 3 squads of fire warriors over here to help control this objective. If I can control this and just prevent the Tyranids from having the 3 points, it's going to come down to this relatively unguarded objective that's worth 2 to either team. Austin, why don't you tell me what's going on here with the Hive Fleet?
Well, I deployed in a manner that is going to allow me to eat you, hopefully. So I've got a mix of shooting here, but I put all the warriors back here to hold this objective.
Yep.
I don't know if they're going to be able to do much this game, but I should have brought Reaper Swarms. I didn't, but so that's going to be their job. Prime's going to hang out there with his bros. They're going to have a couple, brewskis, but then we have my 20 Hormagaunts here. In hindsight, I should have deployed them a little bit further because honestly, I'm just going to advance them onto that objective.
Right.
Termagants over here, they're just going to move up, you know, not turn terrain, but try to shoot you off that objective, hopefully. And honestly, I'm just probably going to use my Swarm Lord's double move to hurl something at them.
Yeah, they can. It's gonna be
you know
rough.
what? I got to figure out what to do about those tanks over there. You put them, you know, on the other side of the table.
So they are relatively safe for most of your force, but they also don't have great line of sight because of this big thing in the middle. So it'll be interesting if they can actually do anything important this game.
So.
But yeah, it looks cool, looks good. I think we were both kind of, now technically our deployment zones are all the way up to this objective here in the middle of the table. So like he was saying, he could have had his Hormagaunts all the way up here on the objective. And I was thinking about, you know, maybe I'll stick some Fire Warriors down here, but it was one of those things, I didn't want to be that close with all of this mass here. I want to be able to whittle them down a little bit before I try to move forward, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition at all. But we just need now to roll off to see who is going to go first in this game. And it is open play. So the winner of the roll-off gets to choose whether they want to go first or not. And there is a bit of an advantage of going second in this because we score at the end of the battle round. So you would know where you need to get to score objectives. If you want to grab a dice or a die, we will roll off. I'll let you roll first. You're the guest.
Watch this one.
That was a good call. All right, I got a 5. Like I just mentioned, there is kind of an advantage to going second, but I need to whittle this Tyranid force down. So the T'au Su'nars Sept will go first. On to Su'nars turn 1. It is the end of T'au movement phase. Over here on the left flank, the tanks did not move. We did move up with the Fire Warriors and the Stealth team. Moving forward, these guys needed to move up to get into range of anything. Plus, this just keeps them moving around a little bit. Give them maybe future chances at one of these two objectives if they're alive late in the game. We can direct some firepower into that big swarm down there of Hormagaunts, however you say that. Over here, different story. Pretty much all the Fire Warriors, Cadre Fireblade, Stealth team, everybody move forward. The idea was here, more shots are coming. With the Swarm Lord and his ability to move units extra, the charges were going to happen anyway. So this is more shots. I can do a little bit of volley fire with the fire teams up here. Back here though, nothing here moved, and we're declaring Kuyan with Brave Stand. So anybody within 6 inches who hasn't moved gets to reroll all failed hits. So that will be both broadsides, the commander himself, and then these 2 marker drones will also get to reroll. But the idea here is we're going to fire down and hopefully slow this wall of death down. I'm actually going to go ahead and kick off our shooting phase with the 2 marker drones firing into the Hive Tyrant. And they hit on 5s, but they reroll everything. I guess I should, well, yeah, they reroll everything. Let's see. That's 1 hit. All right, 1 hit. So they are, anybody shooting him will be re-rolling 1s.
Okay.
Anybody shooting the Hive Tyrant.
Wonderful.
Okay, with that done, I am going to see what I want to go to next. All right, let's see what's next for the T'au. Picking back up here in the shooting phase, did a few things off camera. This squad right here, they fired into the Hormagaunts and killed 2 of them with their pulse rifles. Over here, I actually spent a command point after the marker drones fired to do uplinked marker lights, and I got 1 more. So the Hive Tyrant has 2 marker lights, which will let me shoot some Seeker missiles at him, hopefully. And then, yeah, the Cadre Fireblade fired his marker light on the Swarm Lord and hit. So it is re-rolling 1s against both of those targets. But right now, we're going to have one of these squads here fire into the Termagants, and they are all within 15 inches. So they're 3 shots apiece at this range because of the Cadre Fireblade's volley fire. So we're going to hit on 4s, no re-rolls. All right, let's count those up. That was 11 hits out of 15. That was pretty good.
Like
and now we're strength 5, toughness 3, wounding on 3s with no AP.
That's what I like to see.
Not quite as good. So that's 6 with no AP.
6 at no AP, 6 ups. Wonderful, I saved 1.
5 go down.
So,
I'm gathering my dice because we're going to do it all again. Alright, this time that squad next to them, same thing. 15 shots coming in, hitting on 4s. Alright, let's add these up. That looks good too. 8 hits that time. Pretty good still. And again, wounding on 3s. Oh, that was better. So 7 wounds that time. 7 6-up saves.
Let's do it. Wonderful.
None. So 7 more. Alright, doing their job. Nice work, Fire Warriors. Let's see what else we can shoot. Next, we've got some Gundrens. These two are just in range. That is the closest unit, so they're going to fire in, hitting on 5s with no rerolls. Okay, what is that? 2?
Yeah.
Yep, 2 hits and wounding on 3s. 1 wound, no AP.
And it's not saved.
Okay, pings another. All right, this squad of Gundrens, they'll same thing. 8 shots hitting on 5s. What do we have this time? Just 1. 3 to wound. 1 wound, no AP. Ooh, almost. Man. And then we might as well, this last set of Gundrens up top with the stealth team, they will do the same thing. 5s to hit. Keep moving stuff. Alright, 2 hits. 3s to wound. That is 2 wounds, no AP. Alright, 2 more go down. Down to 4. We've eliminated 16 termagants. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, let's take a look and see where we want to go next. We are now moving on to some of the more high-profile targets, I think. We're going to start with our Broadside Magna Rail Rifle, firing in to the Swarm Lord. And he's going to be re-rolling everything because we declared Koyan. And let's go ahead. I'm going to have him fire his smart missiles into these guys, just to try to clear them off. So 2 shots with the Magna Rail Rifle, hitting on 4s, re-rolling everything. 1 hit. Ooh, double 6 SG Slider Games. This is strength 9. Oh, what's his toughness now that he's +1 toughness?
8.
Ooh, okay.
Dang it.
So 3s to wound. This causes a mortal wound in addition.
Okay.
But I think you have a 4-up invulnerable save.
Yeah, no feel, no pain.
I'm going to re-roll that with a command point.
Don't you re-roll everything?
This is the wound. Just re-roll to hit. Alright, so he still fails to wound. So it's 1 wound, AP -5, D6 damage. You will take a mortal wound, though, at least here.
Okay, so 4 up.
You got it. Alright,
Yep.
so he takes 1 mortal wound.
Down to 13 wounds.
13 left because of the bonus, and then 8 shots into the termagants. Re-rolling everything, hitting on 4s. Okay, 7 hits. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. And that is 5 wounds at AP -1. So the squad is gone. Alright. Would have been nice to do a little more to the Hive Tyrant, but we can't have it all. So this Broadside is going to fire everything into the Hive Tyrant.
Okay.
Now he is only strength 7 on his weapon though, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult.
And I'm tough 7.
Yep. Toughness 8 now because of being a
the
champ.
Hive Tyrant
I'm sorry,
or
Swarm Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. Swarm Lord is what they're shooting at, not the Hive Tyrant.
All right.
Swarm Lord. Okay. Back here, 8 shots, hitting on 4s, re-rolling everything. Alright. 50%. That's good. Ooh, okay, 7 hits. But now I got a wound on 5s. This will be the tricky part. 2 wounds at AP -2.
2 at AP 2, so still gonna be 4 up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, fails 1.
How much?
These are
damage is that?
D3 damage.
D3 damage. I've got command points.
Alright, he's going to re-roll that one.
Yeah.
Off the board.
Yeah.
I already made it. All right.
Wonderful.
And then 8 shots coming in with the smart missiles. These ones hitting on 4s, rerolling everything. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Still.
awesome.
All right. These are only strength 5, so again, wounding on 5s. That's 2 wounds at AP -1.
Does he have a 2-up or a 3-up normally? I apologize. One second.
Yep. Let's see.
He has a 3-up normally, so it's going to be a 4.
4 up either way. Okay. 2, 3.
Yep.
And he made it. All right.
1 damage?
Yeah, 1 damage each.
Well,
All right. We've blinked off 2 wounds. Not exactly what I was hoping for.
hey,
All right.
some 2 wounds that...
Yeah, it took off his bonus wounds. All right, we will fire the commander in. He's got 6 shots, hitting on 2, so rerolling 1s here. They all hit. And this is only strength 7 as well, so wounding on 5s. That is 0. Okay. All right. That was unfortunate.
See it.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. We've still got some stealth suits and some tanks to shoot. Let's see what we can do next. Next up, stealth team firing into the Hive Tyrant. I fired the burst cannons, no damage. We're going to fire the fusion blaster, though. Hitting on a 4. Oh, it hits. And it is strength 8, so wounding on a 3. Oh, that is a 3. AP -4. That's just like a Melta. Old Melta rules, but he's not in half range anyway.
4 up.
4 up.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it. So D6 damage. Ooh, the big 6. Very nice, very nice.
Took me all the way down to 6.
Took him all the way down to
Ooh,
6.
that's kind of bad.
Halfway down. All right. Next thing we're going to do. With the success they had, I'm going to get real risky over here and do some major split firing with our tank ace. He has a seeker missile. It's going into the Hive Tyrant. He's going to fire his smart missiles into the Hormigants. I lied. He's going to shoot the smart missiles into the Hormigants, the seeker missile, and his main gun. I'm going to overcharge it and fire it down there. It is going to be -1 to hit because he's shooting through here. However, he has the ability, adds +1 to the ballistic skill of hammerheads, and he himself is a hammerhead. There's no core or anything like that in T'au yet, so he affects himself. So he's -1 for that, +1. So he's hitting on 2s. All right. So we'll start with the seeker missile. Hitting on a 2, re-rolling 1s with the marker lights. It hits. Strength 8. Wounding on a 3. It wounds. AP -2.
4
So
up.
the 4 up invulnerable save. Off the board. Makes it. Okay, the seeker missile is a bust. He's D6 shots with his big gun. 4 shots. These also will be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. They all hit. These are strength 8 since they're overcharged. Wounding on 3s. They all wound. AP -2 still, but 3 damage each. So if 2 of these go through.
Nope.
Ooh, 2 went through. That is an exploded.
And I already used my command point.
Yeah, the reroll is done. All right, so we took out
Do I explode?
the Hive.
Nope.
No explosion. All right, let's see what's next. Some interesting stuff. So he fired his smart missiles into the Hormigons, killed 5. Nice job. So then we went over here. He fired his 6. They made 4 6s to save, so he only killed 1 with his smart missiles. But that's all right. He is overcharging his ion cannon and firing it into the warriors for D6 shots. It is blast. So
Before you roll,
yes.
I will spend a command point for Unyielding Titan,
Okay.
and you reduce all damage of your weapons by 1.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, because these would have been 3 flat, so these will be 2 damage now. But it is D6 shots, minimum 3, so 3 shots, because it is a blast weapon and they're more than 5. Hitting on 2s, that is 2 hits, and these will wound. Their toughness 4.
Yep.
It is strength 8, so these will wound on 2s. So 2 wounds, AP -2, which they ignore, and then reduced damage as well. So
on
4 ups. All right, so 1 takes 2 wounds. All right, 1 takes 2 wounds. And with that happening, so 1's on 1 wound. So I'm going to fire these 2 Gundrens in there. They have to target the closest thing, which is the warriors.
Okay.
So these will hit on 5s. We got 1 hit. That's all I need. There's 1 on 1 wound. Wounding on a 3, strength 5. Okay. 1 wound, no AP. 4 up save, our warrior is gone. Ooh, okay. The drones do take out a warrior. All right. And our last thing to shoot is this stealth team. I want to measure up. Since some of those died, I might have pulled out a range of one of these burst cannons, but let's measure up and then we'll see what to do. Did some firing over here. Yeah, I was right. This guy was no longer in 18 inches of them. I did fire 1 burst cannon into those guys, killed 1. And then I fired his fusion blaster off camera because I was like, it's a 4, it'll never hit. Hit and wounded, and it does D6 damage. So, but it's still -1, so I need a 4 plus to kill. Ooh,
Yes!
just got it. All right, kills 1, and then I'll fire my 4 burst cannon shots, and that'll be the end of my shoot.
I think I'll be out of range, so I'm gonna.
I got 3 hits. 3's to wound here. 2 wounds, AP -1, which you ignore. So 2 4s.
4s.
All right, 1 more does take a wound, but that is the end of T'au shooting, and it's been pretty successful, honestly. My plans of taking out the Swarm Lord did not go well, but I did take out the Hive Tyrant with an awesome shot from over here and the tank ace. This whole squad of Termagants, and I took out a pretty good chunk of Hormagants as well. I will definitely take that. So it is on to Hive Fleet Typhon turn 1. End of the movement phase for the Tyranids. What do we have going on over here?
Well, I moved the warriors up because I'm gonna try to pop some shots off and maybe get a cheeky charge in right there. Kept the prime back, but I moved him up so I can they still get their +1 to hit, and he's holding that objective.
Right on.
I moved the Hormagaunts. I advanced them up into here just to get them into some cover and also put bodies on that objective.
Right on.
My Lictor actually popped in on top of that objective. The plan was to actually drop him in here, but
there's a lot going on over there.
Yeah, you took off a lot over here.
Yeah.
So he's just going to try to hold that objective. He gets a bonus to his saving throw because of cover, because he's a Lictor.
Nice.
So yeah, hopefully he can hold that one for a few turns. Hive Tyrant moved up.
Swarm Lord. I've got him saying it now.
So yeah, technically it's not wrong. He is technically a Hive
That's
Tyrant.
true.
So yeah, Swarm Lord moved up, and my Zone Thropes moved up. So it's time to,
Oh, there's one more.
Oh yeah.
That happened in the backfield.
Hopefully
yeah.
you'll forget about it. Just like I just did.
Yeah. So that's a problem. But we do have the psychic phase.
Yes. So yeah, we're gonna start with the Swarm Lord. I'm going to cast the Horror. It goes off on a 6.
Okay.
And I can select 1 visible unit within 24 inches.
Okay.
And you will have a penalty -1
to hit.
So yeah, let me grab my tape measure. It's French for tape measure. So which bad boy here has the
So that's the commander. He hits on 2s normally. This is the Broadside hits on 4s normally. He's the one with the crazy Magna Rail Rifle though.
Yeah, I'm going to do it to him.
Okay. So he'll be hitting on 5s if this goes off.
So wow. Goes
and
off.
that does go off.
And
T'au obviously have no way to deny any psychic powers.
And you subtract 1 from hit and leadership.
And leadership. He's a one model unit, so that won't come into play.
And for my second psychic power, I suppose I will just smitten them off.
All right.
So.
2 wounds apiece. If it goes off, you will need a 4 or 3 or higher to kill him.
So wow. Goes off on
that goes
7.
So you're looking for a 3+ to kill one. Ooh,
I
okay.
will command point that.
Command pointing it.
Yeah, might as well. So
Trying to take out a stealth suit. And the drones cannot intercept these because there's no wound roll.
Down to 9.
Or no save. Okay.
Did it.
Dead. Let's kill that one. Okay.
And then my zoanthropes here, I almost called them Eurothropes.
Yep.
The zoanthropes here, they're going to cast Catalyst on him to try and give him a 5-up in bomb.
Yep.
I believe it goes off on a 5-up, but let me just double check. And 6.
6-up.
Unfortunate.
That is a 3, and you've already spent a command point.
Why did I do that?
So
that
no.
was a terrible idea.
No catalyst. Anybody else? That's all. That's the end of the psychic.
Yeah.
Okay.
He took off the big psyker.
Yeah, took off the Hive Tyrant. So yeah, on to shooting phase. Kicking off the shooting down here, but I will note the Swarmlord moved himself at the start of the shooting phase, so he is. Yeah, he can get. He's got plenty of movement to get just outside an inch of those drones, and utterly destroy them eventually. All right, but back here, starting with Venom Cannons into the Stealth Suits. Now, the Stealth Suits are -1 to hit, but with the Prime, they're +1, so they're at their regular ballistic skill here, firing in.
Yep. Okay, so let's do this. So I will do the 2 Venom Cannons first. They are Assault D3. So
D3.
how many shots?
2d3 here. Nice, for 5.
5 shots.
That's pretty good. And the Stealth Suits are 2 wounds apiece with a 4-up save.
This will be hitting on 4s.
2 hits.
Alright, I don't believe my Prime does any
Rerolling, yeah, I think it's just the
I think it's just
boost to the ballistic skill.
So, from there we're going to...
These will wound on 2s because strength 8, toughness 4.
So wounding on 2s.
2 wounds, AP...
AP minus... AP minus 2.
Okay, so they do have 6-up saves here, which I fail both. So...
And D3 apiece.
Yep.
So first one's going to be 1.
So 1 is dead. But okay.
And that's...
I probably should have tried to take those on the ground, but too late.
12. Okay, so it's going to be 12 shots from the Death Spitters, hitting on 4s.
Okay, that was pretty good shooting, actually.
Strength 5.
Yeah, so winning on 3s.
Alright.
Toughness 4. Alright. And the no AP on this?
-1 AP.
-1.
So it's going to be 5 at -1.
5 at -1. Do I want to take him on the drones? 5 at -1. Let's try to take 2 on the drones. Nah, I'm just going to take him. Let's do it. And they're dead. Yep. That's because they needed 5 at -1, so these guys are gone. Stealth Suits are wiped out. Yeah, okay.
Man, my Prime is going to shoot at your
And the drones, okay.
So the Prime has a ballistic skill of 3, so hitting on 3s. Of course.
1 hit.
And then, I'm guessing a 3.
Yeah.
Yep, so yeah, 1 -1.
1, 5-up save. Okay, another drone is gone. Okay.
That's my shooting.
That's the shooting phase. Oh, so much different than my shooting phase. All right, we will go on to the charge phase. Charge phase is upon us. The Swarmlord did declare a charge into these 2 drones because he can't actually fit anywhere around through here. I guess if you got a huge charge, you could come around this way. But I fired for the greater good with everything in this area right here. It was 81, strength 5, no AP shots, did 2 wounds. Then I also had the 4 burst cannon shots that are AP -1 and the fusion blaster. They didn't do anything either. So he took 2 wounds with 86 shots firing it at him. But you can go ahead and roll, and we'll see how far he moves, which will be about an inch anyway.
I'll make it.
Hey, perfect. He rolled low. All right, he is in, ready to slaughter everything in his path. And then
I'm just going to make a warpath from
Yeah.
here, hopefully.
we have the Trigon Prime coming in over here
Mm-hmm.
to the shield. It'll be 9 inches into those shield drones.
I better make it.
All right, go ahead and roll it, and then we'll do some overwatching here.
Yeah!
He is in to the shield drones. Let me let's look at some Overwatch over here. Overwatch is underway. I fired the smart missiles from both the broadsides in. I actually fired the marker lights and they didn't hit. But we did 1 damage with the smart missiles. But now the Magna Rail Rifle. 2 shots. Hitting on a 5. Nothing. Alright. Now we'll go to the high yield missile pod. Hitting on 5s with 8 shots. Okay, we got 2. And these will wound on strength 7, toughness 7?
Toughness is 7, yes.
Okay, so these are wound on 4s. 2 wounds at AP minus 2. D3 damage.
5 ups.
Alright. D3 damage for 1 more.
Yes.
And then the commander is going to fire in, hitting on 5s. Now he actually gets to re-roll everything because he has not moved. And I looked that up last time, and it does affect this, so, okay. So he does get to re-roll.
Why do I keep moving over here?
Whoa! That's 5 hits out of 6.
Whoa, I don't like that.
And these are strength 7 as well, so wounding on 4s. Not quite as good. Only 2 wounds, but it is AP minus 2 again.
5 ups. You like
Got
to see
them
it.
both. Nice. All right, he is in to the drones. We will come back with some combat. We are now into some combat. These guys did attempt to charge the drone and failed to charge, and he did actually plink a wound off one in Overwatch. But over here, we're getting started. Trigon Prime into the shield drones.
Yep. So it's going to be 6 attacks, 7 because I have more than 1 pair.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, so we'll be hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
Rerolling 1s because they're scything.
Yep. There's a 1 to reroll. That's pretty good. Nice.
And wonderful
6
stuff.
hits.
Yep.
And they're toughness 4.
So toughness 4, strength 7.
Okay, so
this is gonna be
3s to
on
wound.
3s.
That is 4 wounds.
At AP minus 4 because of my thing.
Mm-hmm. And they do have a 4-up invulnerable save. They are shield drones. I saved 2. And what's the damage? Because they have a 5-up.
D6 apiece.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll. You could roll a 1. I could survive it. All right, 2
apiece.
2s. So I need 2 5s. Nope. And 2 5s. Okay, they both are gone. The shield drones have
Yes,
been
and I will.
annihilated. And there will be piling in or consolidating. That's the term.
Consolidating into the.
You want me to just shove
one
you in
with the
there?
Big gun.
Yep. Okay, he's in. Now, the Swarm Lord, what he came here to do, kill drones.
Isn't that what anybody does with T'au?
The T'au did the drones did a great job blocking that little canyon to prevent him from getting into the meaty fire warriors behind them.
Okay, so let's see here. We've got how many attacks? We got 6 attacks.
Plus 2
Plus
for being
2.
a champion.
Being the champion. And then, so we've got 8 attacks. This will be hitting on 2s.
Okay. They all hit.
They all hit.
These are toughness 4.
What doesn't my strength increase
Yep.
because being a champion?
So these will probably strength 8, I would guess.
It's strength by 1. Okay,
Yep.
so the strength is now going to be strength 9 actually.
Oh, 9. Okay, sweet. Well, wounding on 2s here.
Wounding on 2s, and each wound roll of 6, you immediately suffer a mortal wound.
Oh, nice.
So
I don't imagine they'll make it. There are 2 6s, so they're dead.
Yay!
All right. So the drones did their job and slowed the charges down. And we'll come back with the T'au hilarious fighting in a moment. We did fight back. Broadside obviously doing nothing. Fire warriors consolidated. They did nothing. But now there is more from Swarmy the Swarm Lord. It's 3 command points. And he's going to fight again?
Yes.
All right. So So he's got 2 5-man squads there around his feet.
He's going to eat them.
All right. Do you know how you want to split your attacks up or anything? Or do you want to put them all into one and just try to finish them?
I'm going to do 4 into 1.
There are 5 people in... Well, you do mortal wounds in addition, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could, if you split them 4 and 4, you could wipe both squads.
Yeah, I'm going to do 4 and 4. And then, also, I have an additional attack
with your tail. Okay.
So, the additional attack, I will guess, will go into that one. So
okay, cool.
We'll set those to the side there, and we'll do the right one.
Mm-hmm.
As a Tyranids player, I am legally obligated to say nom nom nom.
Yes.
Heading on 2s. Don't like to see that.
Okay.
Should I command point that? I've got 6 left.
You would need 2 6s to wipe the squad without command pointing that.
Command point.
He's doing it. Reroll the 1. All right, pays off. He could wipe the squad with 1 6 here.
So, on 2s and a 6 will kill a guy. Oh, wonderful!
All right.
So
3 get destroyed. It's AP minus...
AP minus 3.
3, yeah. So they're 3 are dead.
All right.
Okay, and then the other squad.
So, we'll do the bone sabers first. So, wow.
They all hit. 2s to kill.
Oh,
all right.
That's 3
3 are dead, and then the tail comes in.
So the tail's going to be on a 2.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Misses. All right.
Yep.
Okay, so 3 in each squad are wiped out. Let's see. I don't think they can fail morale, but I think they're leadership 7. They lost 3, and they automatically pass on a 6. They could fail on a 5. So let's roll.
They automatically pass on a 6.
Yeah. Let's roll for that squad. Not a 5. Okay, pass. Next squad. Pass. And then the drone, actually, only has a leadership 6, so he will fail on a 6. Okay. Everybody's safe from morale.
Yay.
Yeah, let's take a look at scoring. We are here with our point recap. T'au control 1 objective for 1 point in their own deployment zone. He did consolidate and engage those guys. Tyranids, 2 points in the middle, 1 point in the back. So it is 3-1 at the end of battle round 1. T'au had a great shooting phase, but they are trailing in the points, and they are not even close to the other 2 objectives. Let's go to T'au Turn 2. We are at the end of the T'au movement phase. Over here, our drone slid over to the side. The Fire Warriors moved up. Both tanks shifted to the right, give them more options for firing. Down here, we had a lot of shuffling. Up here, the stealth suits jumped down, put the drones between them and the psychic powers over here for smite protection. Drones moved forward in order to kind of hopefully slow him down or at least move him around. Fire Warriors fell out of combat. Broadside fell out of combat, so those will not be shooting. Other Broadside shifted back. Commander shifted back. Drones moved around defensively. I did actually already fire his marker light, which missed into this guy, but the 2 drones both hit. So he has 2 marker. He actually has 3 marker lights because I spent a command point on uplinked marker lights, hoping for a 5 or a 6 to get 5 on him, which would help my ballistic skill, but it didn't pay off. But 3 on this guy, so I can fire my other seeker missile in at him with some hopefully good results. But that is the movement phase. T'au still in a tough spot. We have to somehow protect this objective because it's worth 3 points to the opponent. But we also need to get on either this one or this one. And it's not looking great right now for the T'au as far as field position. But we will go on to the shooting phase and see what might change. Some more shooting has been completed. The drone, he had to shoot at the warriors. They were the closest. He fired and did not hit. There was 1-on-1 wound he could have taken out. Next up, we're here with this hammerhead. I already fired his smart missiles, took out 5 Hormagaunts, but he's firing his ion cannon and his seeker missile down here. We'll start with the seeker missile. It'll be hitting on 2s. It hits strength 8, toughness 7. 3 to wound. It does wound. It's AP -2 on
Okay.
the Trigon Prime. Yep.
AP -2 will be a 5-up, which I don't make.
All right, D6 damage.
Oh no. Okay, I'll take it.
3. 3 wounds, and
So I
then
was considering command pointing.
you can go ahead and do it if you want.
Nah, I'll save it.
I'm too excited on these rolls. All right, he's got D6 shots though with the ion cannon. For 4, we'll take 4. All right, and these will hit on 2s because he's next to the tank ace. They all hit, and these are strength 8 since it's overcharged. Wounding on 3s. Ooh, dang. I don't. I have so much more. It won't kill him even if I hit and you fail to save. It wouldn't kill him anyway. So I'm just gonna let that one go. 1 at AP -2. This is a flat 3 damage if it goes through.
Nope.
Okay. Do you want to reroll that?
It's a flat 3.
Yep.
How much more you got coming at it? Oh, you got your other tank?
Yeah, I've got my other tank. And everything over there obviously could shoot at it as well. We'll think about it. We are re-rolling that, so it needs a 5.
Oh, please. No!
All right.
Of course.
So 3 more wounds off, down to 4 wounds over here.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to... Oh man, he's got 4 wounds left. 4 wounds left. Let's have our commander, who did move. He's going to fire in here. 6 shots, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s for the marker lights that are on there. Reroll 1 for the marker lights. Okay, they all hit. And this is strength 7, toughness 7, so 4s to wound. Wow, okay. 5 wounds at AP -2. So 5 5s.
No, he's very dead.
Well, they're D3 each, so I could possibly...
No, you can fail. I mean, you can roll.
Well, he's got 4 wounds, so if I roll 1... Oh, 4. I'm sorry, that 4 is a fail. I was thinking...
So let me see if I death throws.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Okay, survive
Where was that 5 earlier?
Yeah, needed that. All right, so the Trigon Prime is out of commish, which means we will go on to... actually, I need to measure some stuff, see where our seeker missiles can go. Let's see what's next. Drones. Both sets of drones fired into the swarm. We actually did a wound, so that was nice. Next, we're going to have the Broadside firing everything. Smart missiles and high yield missile pod going into the Swarm Lord. Start with a high yield missile pod, hitting on 4s. No rerolls of any kind this time. That was pretty good, pretty good. And they will wound on 5s though. Strength 7, toughness 7. Or toughness a lot. But that is 3 at AP -2.
Alright, 3 4-ups. Same
All right,
level 1.
so D3 damage. Ooh, the big 3. Down to 6 wounds.
That brackets me.
Alright, and then his 8 smart missiles coming in, hitting on 4s. No rerolls, that's 6 hits, it's pretty good. Wounding on 5s again. 1 wound, AP -1. Which he makes.
Yay.
Okay, so next we will have the stealth team fire in. We'll start with our 4 burst cannons sitting on 4s. Wounding on 5, strength 5. 2 wounds, AP -1. Ooh, another wound.
Failing both.
Oh, failing both. All right, down to 4. And now the big money. The Fusion Blaster. Hits on a 4. It is strength 8, so wounding on a 3. It does wound, AP -4.
I don't save it.
It's 2d6 at this range. Pick the highest. Old fusion rules or old melter rules. 4 wounds. That is just enough.
Do I explode? No.
Does not explode. We have cleared our back lines. Let's see what's next. Did a few more small arms off camera. This squad fired in to the Hormigans, which, as you can see, there's only 1 left. I fired some stuff. They fired in, took out 1. Also fired in these guys. They fired into the Warriors, killed the 1 on 1 wound. Then I went ahead and he is shooting now. His smart missiles went in, brought him down to 1 Hormigant. So they're done with morale unless they roll a 1. And then finally overcharging the ion cannon into the warriors over here for D6 shots. For 5 shots. Now, do you want to spend your command point to reduce this 3 damage down to 2 damage?
How much more shooting you got going?
This is literally the last gun I have.
How many shots was there?
5. 5 shots.
Oh.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
You know what? Tupac said 5 shots couldn't drop me, so I will spend a command point.
Alright. Making them 2. Alright, hitting on 2s, no rerolls. Alright, 1 miss. Wounding on 2s. That is 3 wounds, and they ignore the AP minus 2, so 3 wounds at their regular save.
So 1 saves, 2 go through.
So that's 4 total damage, so it'll kill 1.
Good. How's?
All right.
That was it.
All right, so we've cleared our back lines, taking out the Swarm Lord with the Fusion Blaster. Prime. You want to go ahead and roll your morale, because yeah, we broke down Synapse over here. So you want to roll your morale for your lone Hormigant. A 1 keeps him on the objective.
Nope.
A 6. Now, yeah, now you roll the 6.
Off camera, I call it.
Yeah. All right, so that is the end of T'au turn 2. We will go on to Tyranids turn 2. End of the Tyranid movement phase. We've got some regrouping and some shenanigans. Zoanthropes advanced to get over here and help defend this objective in the middle. The Tyranid Warriors advanced backward to help reinforce their home objective. And then Endless Swarms was paid for. It is a stratagem that replaces either a Hormigant, or Gargoyle unit that's been wholly destroyed. They have to come in wholly within 6 inches of a board edge, more than 9 inches away from an enemy. But they have come back ready.
With a vengeance.
Yes, to reinforce that center objective. So this is going to be pretty interesting. So at the end of this battle round, the Tyranids are guaranteed 3 more points to the 1 point of the T'au. So even though the T'au are controlling the battlefield as a whole, the Tyranids are controlling the points. But this is the movement phase. So next will be shooting.
Well, actually.
Psychic. Oh, Psychic. I forget. So, I always forget about Psychic.
It'll be a quick phase. I'm just going to cast Catalyst on my Lictor. So, okay. It goes off.
That goes off. Catalyst. Okay. So the Lictor has a 5-up, feel no pain. And now we'll go take a look at shooting phase. Okay, we have actually completed the Tyranid turn. They fired, wiped out a few of these dudes, then spent 2 command points to fire again, killing another one, bringing it down, so they killed 4, and then they fired into the tank with their venom cannons, did 5 wounds. So it's down to 8. I did roll morale. He rolled a 6, so with Body Knife Ritual, he passes. But that is the end of battle round 2. And again, to have 1 point. Tyranids have 2 points for this one and 1 on that. So that makes it 6-2 at the end of battle round 2. And this is far from over. It's going to be difficult to shift this guy with Catalyst, right? Yeah, he got Catalyst off.
Yeah, and he gets extra bonuses for his
and then these guys have a 3-up and vulnerable save, 3 wounds each. So this is, yeah. The T'au have to move forward and take one of these objectives or they cannot win the game. Let's go to T'au turn 3. End of the T'au movement phase. Alright, so what we've got going on here. I advanced both of these drones. I re-rolled with a command point of these, rolled a 6. So both of those drones are within 3 inches. Advanced them, rolled a 6. One of them is within 3 inches. So I have 3 non-troops within 3 inches. So if I can clear these, they will have the objective. The issue is these guys move 8 inches and can re-roll advance rolls. So even if one of them gets within 3 inches, the Tyranids will control the center objective. But I shifted these guys up. I moved him over towards the objective, Both tanks swung around. The idea here is they have flat 3 damage to deal with these 3 up and vulnerable save guys. So if one goes through, they get to kill one. And I have all of these to support. The trouble is, if I can't get this objective this turn, or if we split it somehow, if neither of us have it, I have to take that objective at some point in the game in order to win. The best I could do otherwise would be to draw. So this is going to be pretty interesting to see what we can do here. So let's go on to T'au shooting phase. Did a few things here in the shooting phase. Fired our marker lights. Cadre Fireblade hit the Neurothrips. They have 1, so rerolling 1's there. The 2 marker drones both hit on the Lictor, and I spent the CP for uplinked marker lights, hoping to go to 5. Didn't work, but they do have 4, so it is, they ignore, he doesn't get bonuses to his armor for being in cover, so that will actually benefit us in the long run. Other things, all the drones fired into the Lictor did nothing. This Fire Warrior did kill 1 Hormigant, and we are now on this tank, which fired its smart missiles down there, killing 5. And now it's overcharging its ion cannon into the Neurothrips. I will note, I did spend 2 command points to heal him. D3 wounds, he got 2 wounds back. But we're doing D6 shots on the Zoanthropes. I'm sorry, it's D6 shots. I don't know if I said D3 or D6.
It's a D6.
Okay, so 5 shots, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s for the marker light. Marker light. Okay, they all hit. These are strength 8, toughness on a Zoanthrope.
Toughness is 4, I believe.
I'll roll and then you tell me if we get 2s or 3s here. There is 1 2.
Toughness is 4.
Toughness is 4. Okay, so 2s do wound.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and spend my command point now and reroll that. Alright, so that is 5 wounds on your 3 up and vulnerable save. They do 3 damage each. So any failed save. And you make them all. Ooh, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, next. Same thing with this guy. Overcharging into the Neurothropes. Smart missiles downtown into the little dudes. Let's go ahead and fire our smart missiles. 8 shots. Hitting on 2s. No rerolls. Wounding on 3s. Oh, only 4 wounds. No AP.
I saved 0.
Okay, 4 more down, but D6 shots for 2. Ooh, should have saved that reroll for that. And yeah, wounding on 2s here, so hit on 2s. Got it. Wound on 2s. 2 wins. Save them both. This is what we didn't want to see. Alright, so next. What can we do next? Let's think about some options here. Okay, we've been doing some shooting, and it has not been going well for the T'au. I actually fired everything from this guy. Well, his smart missiles went back here, did some damage. The big Magna Rail Rifle, nothing.
Took it to the chin.
Yeah. We fired these 2 Fire Warriors into the Lictor. He actually made 2 catalyst saves to avoid the wounds.
Took it to the chin.
This guy, we are now on him. He fired his smart missiles in to the Lictor, made 1 catalyst save. He took 1 wound, but we're going to fire our 8 high yield missiles into these guys. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Oh, goodness. Alright, 4 hits. And wounding on 3s. 3 wounds at their invulnerable save.
Oh.
Fine. Okay, they failed 2. You have not spent a command point yet.
I don't have any.
Oh, he doesn't have any. Alright, these are D3 damage each. I should roll them one at a time then. Kills 1. And 1 is down to 1 wound.
Oh, these rocks are magnetic, apparently.
Alright, 1 down to 1 wound. With that happening, I'm going to fire these 5 Fire Warriors in there. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Alright, that was good. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. No AP, so
Into them.
yeah. Ooh, it does take him out. But massed firepower has done it. All right, let's see. We're going to go burst cannon into the lictor, fusion blaster into the zoanthrope. Start with the burst cannon, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. That's cocked. All right, 3 hits, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, AP -1.
Into the lictor.
Yes.
6s.
Makes 1. It's 1 damage. Got a 5-up catalyst. Got it.
Man, he's.
Oh, jeez, that lictor
chin to
is
the toe,
tough.
man.
Fusion blaster into the zoanthrope. Hits on a 4. Got it. Wounds
You
on a...
hit all of those this game.
Yeah, that's not normal. Wounds on a 2. Does wound. 3-up save.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez. Is this...
Is this it?
The question is he within 9 inches? Because it would be 2d6 in that case. Let me measure
Oh
this
yeah,
up.
he's absolutely
He is within 9. We double checked. So it's 2d6. Pick the highest.
snake eyes.
Yeah. The new rules would be auto kill, but this is old rules. Oh, it was. The rock saved me. All right, so that did clear him, but that took most of my firepower.
Hold on, I just real quick. That was really lucky for you because next turn when on my turn when I got my command point, I was going to spend a command point for. I can't remember the name of the stratagem. It's a blood ball. I can select any psychic power from my psychic powers in my roll book and use them for that turn. And I was going to have them advance and then charge to get them all on that objective.
Yeah, that would have been sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Dodged a bullet, but we still have a lictor. But I have the commander. He is hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s for marker lights. Alright, they all hit. Wounding strength 7, so wounding on 3s. It's 5 wounds, AP -2. No cover because of the marker lights, so it's
just going straight to my
straight through. And these are D3 apiece. Wow.
Oh my. So it's 2, 4, 6.
That's 6, 10. 10 5-ups to save him. I think it could happen. It could happen.
Just one at a time.
Oh, jeez.
Saved.
Oh, jeez.
That's cocked.
Cocked, yeah. Not saved.
Oh, that's 1.
So you have 1 wound left?
No, 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Now I got 1 wound.
Now 1. And he's
unfortunate.
smoked him. All right. That is the end. That was literally my last gun. So, all right. Let's...
These rocks are magnetic.
That looks like it's going to be it for... Now, there will be... We may have to do a morale check on these guys. We'll take a look. We are in the Tyranid movement phase. The warriors are staying still. But the Hormigans need a 6 on their advance roll to get within 3 inches of the objective. They are troops, so their objective secured. So even though I have 3 drones within range, if even one of them gets within 3 inches, they have the objective.
Yeah.
So he gets, and with his high fleet trait, you can reroll advance rolls. So 2 shots at a 6 right here.
And I'm pretty sure this is going to determine game, right?
This will be, yeah.
So. No.
Okay. You just need the opposite side of that die. That's not a problem.
All right. Let me just make sure it exists. All
yeah,
right.
the
Now
6 is the...
different die.
All right, he chooses a new one.
Let's do it. 6s.
Ooh,
Ones and a 1.
Double 1s. All right, so they're going to move 9 inches. We'll see where they go. So with the failed advance, we've decided to call the game. So the breakdown would be, this is turn battle round 3. I would get 3 points this battle round, and Tyranids would get 1, which would put it to 7 to 5. On the following turn, presuming I would be able to wipe out that squad, I would get 3 more points. Tyranids would get 1, making it 8 to 8. And then at the end of battle round 5, the T'au would take the lead. So we called it here. It actually was really close because literally with my last gun, I took out the lictor, who if he would have survived would have wiped out the drones, the Tyranids would have held that objective, and it would have forced me to not only take them out here, but I would have had to take that objective at some point before the end of the game in order to win. So that would have been pretty difficult. And if they would have made their charge, their same scenario would have played, or their advance roll, if it would have rolled a 6. So it was actually really close to being a Tyranid victory, even though the T'au did manage to pull it off. So in the grand scheme of things here, the hive mind has decided that the amount of biomass they were spending in order to take this ground just was not worth it. There isn't enough here for them to take, so they've fallen back, lying in wait for their next chance to strike out against the T'au here on the planet Little Zam. But yeah, that was it. That's the way it's coming to a conclusion here. Tyranids retreating in order to fight another day as the T'au move forward and take control of this position. Recapping here, yeah. I mean, T'au, I felt like did well shooting. They did what they were supposed to do. Wiped out some big stuff early in the game. But their lack of mobility is highlighted in this because even though I did a ton of damage in that first turn, I was way behind in points already with really little option to move up. How do you think it went overall for your Tyranids?
Well, I had a really schnasty turn 1. Lost a lot of big things.
Yeah, the Flying Hive Tyrant going down was and the whole squad of Termagants. Yeah, that was.
But after turn 1, I was like, God, I was devastated. I was like, there's no way I could bring this back. And then I was like, well, you know what, points, and I shifted my battle plan around, and I came back and it was pretty close, but. There was definitely a lot of things I would have done differently. Placements was a big thing. There wasn't a lot of terrain here for me to really take advantage of, so I did kind of a Hail Mary. Yeah. And I don't really regret that with how the deployment was, but the Hormagaunts here, I should have just moved them up, stuck them right here. That was a big thing. Maybe a couple different placements with Tyrant, move them over here. Because those tanks on that side just, they were just too far away.
Yeah.
Turn 1, my plan was to use the Swarm Lords double move to throw the Hive Tyrant on that side of the board and take them out, but it just didn't work out that way.
Yeah, I agree. I think you actually played it really well, especially after I kind of messed you up over here and you essentially sent your Swarm Lord forward and then tried to reinforce the 2 objectives you were holding. That was definitely the smart play. Taking out the Hive Tyrant and that whole squad of Termagants turn 1 was big. I think it did help me actually bring these 2 tanks over here, keeping them out of the way so that I didn't get everything shut down on a big charge, which is normally what I do in my battle reports, is I put everything together and one thing gets charged and then nothing can shoot. But I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. But yeah, thanks for watching. Great game. Thanks for coming down, Awesome. We appreciate everybody watching. Slider Games, have fun.